Hey guys, welcome back. So today I'm going to be taking a look at a recent video posted by Intellivision called Amico Deep Dive Intellivision Battle Tanks. Now they've been posting a few of these videos over the last couple of months before Christmas, and I think personally they're some of the best videos they've done so far. So these are just a way of looking at the games more in depth, give us a bit more detail about the way the game plays, the different play modes, and actually getting to see what it looks like and sounds like. And I think they're absolutely excellent videos. So I have watched these as they've been posted, but of course I've been off YouTube for a few months. So I thought, you know what, I think I'll give my reaction. So the first one we'll look at today, as I say, is called Intellivision Tank Battle. So without further ado, let's have a look. Amico Deep Dive. There you go, Intellivision Tank Battle.
Hi, I'm Tommy Tellerico, and we are here at
Lord and Saviour, Tommy Tellerico.
Our Chief Technology Officer,
John Alvarado.
And John Alvarado.
Wonderfully curly mustache. All right, so today we're going to do an Amico deep dive for the game.
Intellivision Tank Battle.
So I've never played Intellivision until recently when I got the Intellivision collection on the Evercade. So the only experience I've got of this era of gaming is Atari. And I used to love the game Combat, and that's what this reminds me of. So I'm very excited to play this game. It's one of my most anticipated. As you can just see from there, I think the graphics look really nice. One good thing about Amico, all the games are really bright and colourful.
We actually had to build a prototype and try a lot of different options, and we ended up liking more than one.
That's right, and that was a prototype that we built here in-house. Tried out
so that's really good, I think.
Settings and everything. We ended up
They've taken their time to try every possible way to control the game. And they're going to show the modes first, but they do go into the controls and they explain the different ways, which is really cool. So also got leaderboards, pretty self-explanatory. But again, you get lots of detail. You got your kills, your deaths, there's kill-death ratio, there's damage done, travel distance, accuracy, favourite weapon used, total wins, the win ratio, the total time played, favourite teammate, favourite mode. I mean, if you're a stats nerd, this is fantastic, I think.
You know, there's two controllers connected so that you can see, and it goes through all the different things. Pretty neat. Now, achievements is also interesting.
Okay, we've got achievements. Now, I'm not an achievement guy, but if you're into that, they've certainly got you covered on this part.
All the different achievements. You can unlock them to get new tanks.
There's absolutely. It's amazing how feature-rich these games are, considering how cheap they are as well. Remembering that the games are £10, $10, €10 or less. It's pretty impressive the amount of work they're putting into them.
Kind of see as I go back and forth where each of us are at. I'm going to go into missions really quick. I want to show you.
See missions there. There's 12 highlighted, and yet there's another 6 maps. There's another 6 unhighlighted that are locked. So 18 maps is pretty good.
Last thing before we jump into gameplay, let me show you the options from the main menu. Just
see this,
you know, shake the screen when it explodes.
Yeah, I like the idea of that. I think the screen shake is something I would turn on. I just like the. I love watching little touches like that when you blow stuff up and it could. But classic mode, deathmatch, team deathmatch, capture the flag. I didn't catch that last one.
So the first thing it asks you can see here is what arena you want to be in.
I like the encampment one, that looks really good. And the Power Creek. Oh, and the mountain path looks quite nice.
Different destructibles, things like that. Of course, lava level. You couldn't have a video game without lava levels.
Yeah, you got to have a lava level. We could have done an underwater level as well, just to make it complete.
I don't want to show you all of them, but just to give you an idea of there's a lot of different ways and arenas to unlock and play. It's really cool. Well,
so there's plenty of options basically. That's the main thing to take away from this.
How many points to win? So
okay, so you can set the points. That's good.
Exactly how many.
That's good for multiplayer when you're playing with your family, isn't it?
You know, the length of the game and stuff. The other thing is spawn enemies. So if you can play head to head, just 2 people, you know, 2 human players. But if you wanted to spawn up, you know, 1 or 2 others, so you can always have a total.
So that's really cool. So like, I could play my dad, but we could spawn in AI as well, so they can play against us, and we can work as a team. That's quite cool.
On these modes, on these different battle modes.
Or you could just have an all-out war and just fight each other and the AI.
Which is really, really fun.
Ricochet's definite. I mean, you've got to have that switched on. You've got to bounce them missiles around the screen. I mean, what's the point otherwise? Also, I think it makes it more interesting. You get more like flukes and more tactics. Whereas if you're just firing, you've got to be accurate. I mean, look at the graphic. I personally really like the look of this game. It's exactly what I expect from this type of game anyway.
They get a point there. John just got a point. John is blue.
See, I like the fact you've got your little health bar on your tank as well, which is nice.
John right here. Clip.
Boom! There you go.
Okay, so
Tommy just took John out.
So this is a game till 10. So we're going to come down to the last one here.
And the music as well, and the sound effects. That's exceptional on the Amico. All the games just sound incredible.
So important. So John, and you'll also notice that
I'm going to play the hell out of this, by the way. This is totally up my alley. This is my type of game. Up my street, should I say.
Next point wins. I'm going to get the explosive shells. Look at that. Okay, these are fun. Boom, boom. So,
I love how involved Tommy gets. He gets so excited. That's what I like about Tommy. He's a gamer. He's a gamer first, you know what I mean? He's like, he totally gets into it. Oh, here we go, the controllers.
Lights up to the color of your tank, so you always know who's who.
See, that is a simple thing, but I really like that. And as a multiplayer, I've said before, my dad doesn't play games, so I want to get him back into it, which he has been doing with the Evercade, which is great. And when I mentioned to him about the lights on the controller, to me as a gamer and to most of you, I suppose, people are going to go, well, it's just a light. But it really does make a difference when I told him that you ain't got to ask me anything, you can just look at the controller, oh, I'm the blue player, and he's off. He never has to get confused about what he's doing. This looks great. I mean, look at the shadow on the helicopter and the sand, and the wind blowing the sand, the effects.
If both tanks go after the helicopter, of course, if you do that, then you're leaving yourself open to your enemies as well. So it really, comes into play like that when the helicopter's out. It's really brutal.
It's all the little touches I'm noticing on Amico games. I watch these videos. You have to look at the background and see all the little touches they put in, the little effects. But all the metallic sound effects as you shoot at each other, that's so good. Oh yeah, so if you hold the button down, super shot.
The original game had the 3 burst shots, so that's where we kind of got.
Oh, just missed him.
But you see John holding down.
But I really like what I'm saying. It's absolutely a game I've been looking forward to. A game I'm going to play the hell out of. And it doesn't need to be super realistic tanks, does it? It doesn't need to be like photorealistic tanks.
Gonna get the power up. Oh, there's an explosive shell again. But John
Go on, explosive shell.
See, the health comes into play
Ooh.
big time because now he gets a hold.
Oh, Tommy got him.
Explosive shelf on him, but
John nailed him. But yeah, that's the thing. You only need to be simple. It doesn't need to be overly drawn. It just, all these games nowadays are so photorealistic, but a lot of the time I find them kind of boring, to be quite honest with you. It's like every time I see a new game, it's just the same thing on the PlayStation and Xbox consoles. They just look a lot nicer. But again, it's all personal choice. I can play Atari 2600. I can play modern PlayStation, Xbox graphics. It ain't something that I'm really like obsessive with and think that it's really important that you have to have photorealism. But then I'm a lot older than some gamers.
We're trying to kill that one tank because if we kill that tank, we'll get 100 points.
Okay, so you're both working as a team here to take out the. I don't know what colour that tank is supposed to be. Is that gold or grey? I think it's grey because the bar's grey, isn't it? Yeah.
Now look at that, I got the ricochet.
Oh yeah, he's bouncing his missiles. There you go, got him in the arse there. Nice.
Those were in the original, and when me and my brother would play, we would always play with ricochet.
You got to have ricochet. Yeah, I mean it's essential.
But anyway, you can see it where we're both trying to attack it, but look at my power up and boom. So again, I pressed down on that button, built up the shot, and it becomes so much more powerful. Now here comes wave 2. Now there's
okay. So now so each wave you get more tanks by the look of it to fight against. That's cool. So you're constantly under pressure, making it a little bit more difficult each time. So this is where tactics come in. You've really got to work as a team on this part.
I just got wasted there, and so you'll see me come back to life. And now I only have, now I have 2 tanks left. The one I have, and then one underneath. And so there, John took that guy out, and so he got 100 points. For all you original Intellivision fans like me, I just wanted to show you quickly the triple action level. See how it's laid out exactly like the original triple
So that's
action.
something I've not been an Intellivision guy. I found out over time is that there were 2 tank games on the original Intellivision apparently. One came as a pack of 3 games, which was the triple action pack, and then there's an individual game, tank game, called Armour Battle. And we found out recently that this game is going to be renamed from Intellivision Tank Battle to Armour Battle. So here we go, you get to see the actual controller there.
Wherever the disc goes,
So this is disk drive mode.
So the turret is fixed to the front.
Okay, got fixed turret.
You know, this is the
Disc moves the
easiest control to
tank
do,
around.
but it gives you the least amount of flexibility.
Yeah, because you want to be able to move the turret and
This
shoot.
drive, and then you can see my primary shot like that, right? And then the secondary shot is, if you hit that, you see how it lays a little C4?
Oh, nice.
Press
You can
it
drop
again,
bombs.
boom, it
Haha.
explodes. I exploded myself on that one. Oops. All right, now this one is called screen to aim.
Okay.
So you can see, you know, you can drive around with the disc, as you can see there, similar to the disc drive one, but the big difference here is I can now, wherever
Okay, so screen for the turret.
on the screen,
You see, I'm not sure about that.
I can shoot as well by tapping.
I think like because it's so sensitive, the screen might be a bit too slippy when you're trying to do the turret.
Flexibility, so driving around.
I like to have it a little bit tighter.
And then
But again, this is nice. You've got options. You know, you don't have to be stuck with one control method.
tap it if you like as well.
And that's what you need.
There you go. Okay, so now this is everyone's favorite, I think. So this is screen to drive. So wherever my thumb is going,
This is probably the one I'm going to try and use, I think.
but the turret is controlled by the disc. So you see
So this
that
is screen to
red
drive where the
That's
screen controls the
exactly
tank
what the disc is,
and the
right?
disc is the rotation of the
Around, but
turret, which,
turret takes a little
if you
bit
think
for
about it, I mean, the way he's holding it there is the way I would hold. Well, I'd hold it the other way, actually. I'm just trying to think and going, yeah, I'd hold it NES style. But yeah,
drive
the
in,
disc for the turret makes the most sense, I
drive
think.
wherever, and then I
But
can-
I'll just try all
I can
3 and see
drive
which one
in
feels most
backwards
comfortable.
and have the turret, you know, driving away. Now the other thing too you'll notice on the screen is, see my power is up there. You can see the red bar.
I just realised that he's holding the disc on the right hand side. That's
Also, it's 100%
it's interesting as
there.
someone like Tommy's a gamer like us who's been playing for decades, that he doesn't
Again,
flip
it's
it and
the
have the
same
disc on the
thing,
left.
but, you know,
Because that's kind of like the default
have
position,
your
ain't it? Like a D-pad.
primary shot there, and the secondary shot drops the C4. Boom, explode it.
I love the idea of the C4. That's a great touch.
And so this is screen to drive.
That's a great way to really get your opponent. So
All right,
just
I
drop
figured
it,
I'd
drive
wrap
off,
this up by
and
showing
then
a
blow them
bunch
up when they
of
drive
different
over it.
mission modes. Now remember, mission modes.
Okay, we've got
are the
mission modes.
co-op. Everybody is trying to work together to go through all the different missions. And again, you can play 1 player, 2 player, 3 player, 4 player. You're all on the same team, all trying to win and beat the missions and get as many stars as possible. So I'm going to go through a bunch of different stuff. You're going to see a whole bunch of different power-ups, different environments, and yeah, hope you enjoy this.
God, the sound is on. Sounds brilliant. It really does sound so good. You just imagine like cranking the volume up, blasting this when we play out on the Amico. It's going to be so good. That tank's done, it's on fire. Boom, it's out. So basically you've just got a lot of options, a lot of choice, and you know, as I say again, for a game that's 10 or less, you know, be that pounds, dollars or euros, you can't really argue. I mean, I'm assuming this is going to be more around about the £10 mark, but I think you're getting more than enough content for your money, I do. You know, from single player mode and missions to multiplayer mode with death matches, capture the flag, you know, team deathmatch. There's a lot in there, and as I say, from what we saw earlier, there seems to be 16 different maps as well. So you've got a good variety of locations. Okay, so now you've got a defeated team, so you've got 3 tanks, and it's you and your buddy trying to take them out. Yeah, and tanks are always a little more cumbersome because they're a little bit slower and the manoeuvrability isn't really there, so that plays into the tactics and your timing as well. tank boost. Okay, so what's that going to mean? Is that going to be speed up or is that something else? Movement speed. And this is very close quarters, this one. So you've got to break the barrier down to get out by the look of it. You can't just drive through it, you've got to blow it up. Nice, snow level. So they're showing, this is what I like about these deep dives, they're showing quite a bit of content. So we're really getting a good look at the games now to see what they're actually all about, instead of just a quick trailer, which is great. Oh, Tommy's toast. So I just noticed Nordjohn's got a flamethrower. Nice. So you do get a variety of weapons, it's not just missiles. So that's cool.
Hope you enjoyed our first Amico deep dive.
Right, make sure to like and subscribe so you...
So there you go, guys. That's Intellivision Tank Battle, which will eventually be called Armour Battle. Yeah, I really like what I've seen so far. I mean, it's a game I was looking forward to anyway, and I was really glad when this video came out because I didn't know I was going to be doing that one first. Or even that we're going to be doing that at all. Apparently they had a Facebook poll and that's how they chose which games people would have the deep dives made for. But yeah, really impressed with Tank Battle. I think it looks great. Sound design's excellent. I love the variety of modes, from deathmatch to team deathmatch to capture the flag to single player mode, mission mode. You know, you can work together, you can fight against each other. There's AI bots. Yeah, everything looks good. It's looking really, really good and I'm just excited to play it now. So what did you think, guys, of Battle Tanks? Go and check out the trailer for yourself as well. Have a good look at it and have a listen to the sound design. Let me know in the comments what you think. And hopefully, let me know if you enjoyed this video. I hope you did. Thank you very much for watching, guys. And I'll see you in the next Amico deep dive.